All right, so today's lesson is the last lesson recorded around building themes and building our understanding of themes. So this one, so far what we have done is chosen two themes. I've given you evidence for one of those themes. You've provided the evidence for another theme, and then you've selected one theme, one scene or piece of evidence. And then the idea is that already coming into this lesson, you have recorded multiple pieces of evidence or examples of film techniques from rewatching that scene a couple of times. If you haven't done that, then pause the video and do that now, because you absolutely need that to move on to this next part. So the next part for today's lesson, the focus is to put it all together into a paragraph. So this is a form of essay practice, and it is also practice at explaining film techniques, which is literally the first internal that we will do in close viewing. So it's important that we give this a go. So this will take you probably about 20 minutes, some of you less, some of you a little bit more. What I want you to do is to put it together with these sentence starters. So you can do this digitally or you can do this on paper, but you're going to need to get these sentence starters, write them down, and then piece it together. I will give you an exemplar in a moment so you can listen and read through that and then give it a go yourself. So the first sentence is an important scene in the film is blank. That's where you are going to write the scene in the film. This scene is important because it helps to reveal the theme of blank. That is where you write the theme. So you chose that the other week. If it is, or the other lesson, sorry. If you chose the theme that I gave you, that's the importance of friendship. If you've chosen a different one, then that's where you put it in. During the scene, that's where you describe what happens during the scene. You might even reference what part of the film it is. A film technique that helps to show the theme of blank is blank. So the theme of is whatever your theme is. The second blank is the film technique, so dialogue, close-up, whatever. This is used when, and you describe how it's used. So you provide the dialogue, you say when he said it and who said it and that sort of thing, or you describe the shot that's used. You want to describe a shot with such perfect detail that someone who hadn't seen the film could picture it. Someone who had seen the film goes, oh yeah, I remember that. This helps to reveal the theme of whatever your theme is, because, and then you explain it. Then the next two is just repeating that process with a second piece of evidence that further helps. This helps to create really secure grades in essays. So it makes our paragraphs more of a A4 or M5 rather than an A3 scrape pass. We want to feel confident that we're going to achieve. Then you move into the last bit, which is director's purpose. So the director is trying to, what do you reckon they're trying to make you think? Are they trying to make you think something about the characters, their relationship, the theme, human nature, society, the world around us? That's where that comes in. And then you do a little bit of personal response. So what does that make you think of? What does it make you feel? Can it remind you of something you've experienced? So those are the sentence starters that you're going to use. If you feel confident, you can pause the video and go forward and do that. And at the end of this video, there is a slide with a whole lot of activities that you can do as extension. So if you feel confident, that's all you need to do. Copy those sentences and off you go. If you want to see them modeled, then just hold on because I'm going to show you. So this is it modeled. I've done it in quite a detailed way because I want to show you the best possible example of this. So an important scene in the film is when Tyler decides to return for Zach. This scene is important because it helps to reveal the theme of the importance of friendship. During this scene, Tyler has managed to hitch a ride with someone into the city, but he decides he cannot do it and has to return to get Zach. A film technique that helps to show the theme of the importance of friendship is a close-up shot of Tyler. This is used when Tyler is in the truck and we can see him looking out of the window. He looks deep in thought, but he also is slightly sad. This helps to reveal the theme of the importance of friendship because we can see from Tyler's facial expressions that he is conflicted about leaving Zach, because even after a short time, he started to see him as a friend. This is further shown through another technique when Tyler uses dialogue and says, shit, I left something back there. I gotta go get it. This emphasizes the theme of the importance of friendship because he feels like without Zach, he has left or lost something. And the fact he has to go get it means he would feel terrible if he left Zach there because he is now a friend and means something to him. The director is trying to show us that friendship can surprise us. We might not think of someone as a friend, but when a situation forces us to make a choice, we can realize how much someone means to us, even if we do not know them that well. This makes me feel proud of Tyler for doing the right thing, and it foreshadows how close they will become. That would be a merit paragraph at level 1. So that is what you're going to do. So the sentence starters are there. What I put just there in that little white bit there is if you're finding this tricky, you don't have to do that second technique. So that second green and that second blue, but I would really recommend them. I would really, really, really recommend them. That's going to take you, some of you that will take you 10 minutes to write that up, some of you that will take you 20 to 30 minutes, and that's okay. That's what you're going to do. If you wait around, I'll show you the extension activities for those of you that have done this and would like to do a little more. So extension theme work. Do the paragraph process for another scene or another 2 scenes. That's basically an essay. Send them to me. I'd love to see them and I'd love to give you feedback. In addition to the scenes and the theme circles, go back and add dialogue as another circle. So that was an activity from a little bit ago. Try and write a paragraph using those sentence starters for a different theme and a different scene. Try write a paragraph that addresses this essay question. Describe at least one important message that appears in your text. Explain why that message was important to learn about. Or, slightly easier question, try and write a paragraph that addresses this essay question. Describe at least one significant theme that appears in your text. Explain why that theme, that should say, was significant to learn about. So those are extension activities. If you've done that paragraph and you feel confident, or you've done that paragraph and you want to try build your notes, always look for opportunities to do better. And that's the lesson. Hopefully that's nice and clear. Thank you.